Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We in the middle of the week, so that means we ain't got too much longer to get to the weekend. Woo. It hasn't been a bad 2 days. Everything at work has been kind of sort of smooth. We got some new people Monday, new laborers like myself, and new construction painters, or whatever you want to call them. So now we just in the process of trying to train them. So that's been interesting. But a lot of them already work for the company, so they kind of know what to do. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I want to thank you guys for watching the ASOS video that I did. Did I do ASOS? Man, my brain is frazzled. But anyway, I think it was the last video that I did. Yeah, it was ASOS. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching that video. It hasn't hit 1,000 views, but it's up to, like, I think the last time I looked, it was close to 900 views or so. So, I wish that, out of having so many subscribers, I wish the views were better. I wish that, anyway, I wish that the views, I'm sorry, I was looking at this bus. I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, don't hit this car. She shouldn't, well, whatever. Anyway, so out of the 14,000 subscribers that I have, I really push this way. I really wish that, the video got received more views. But it didn't, so that's okay. I'm just grateful for the views that I get. I'm grateful for every last one of them. And my subscribers, people are subscribing to the channel. The numbers going up constantly. So that's a good thing. The channel is doing good. That's a good thing. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every little bit. I'm grateful. I was thinking of a subject to talk to you all about. And I think the subject that I wanted to talk about was fear. And come on and get over. Now, why are you going up there to get over? That don't even make sense. People are just so crazy. I tell you, they are just so crazy. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you all about fear and how fear can really impact you from doing things in your life because of the fact that you let it just hold you down from making certain decisions that are good for you. I often find that the older we get, we become a little bit more fearful. And we have to believe that, we have to know that our faith is bigger than our fear. And so I am a type of person that I struggle with my faith. I tend to be more fearful about making decisions. I tend to be more fearful about just stepping out and letting God be in control, letting God take control. I tend to be, I'm just fearful. I'm fearful sometimes to make this move, to make that move. I find myself sometimes staying stuck in certain situations because I'm afraid to step out on faith and just believe that God will and know that God can. So I want to say to you all that if you all are going through a situation in your life right now where you feeling like there's some changes I need to make. Maybe it's a job promotion. Maybe it's a job change, doing something different than you ever did before. Maybe it's leaving a relationship, or going into a new relationship, or you want a child and you fear being a parent, or you fear that you've been married for a very, very long time and you've never really had an opportunity to enjoy the single life, and you really want to get a divorce, and you're fearful about stepping out and leaving this person who is not giving you what you desire. And so oftentimes we stay stuck in situations because of our fear and not because of our faith. And so I'm learning as I get older to make it be about me. That doesn't mean that I don't care about other people, that I don't love other people, that I don't want other people in my life. But I also have come to realize that I have to do what makes me happy first before I can give or send happiness to anybody else. And this ties back into some of the other videos that I did when I was talking about accountability, when I was talking about, just giving yourself a break from people. People are always going to be, I'm not going to say mad, but they're always going to be trying to tell you what they think that you should do. Or they will get mad for you stepping out on faith and making some decisions. And I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was telling me how she quit her job because the job was very, very stressful, and she was very unhappy. And she has 3 kids. Actually, one is in college, and then she has 2 younger children. And she's not married. And she said, I just really, she's like, I just stepped out on faith. She's like, because she said, I chose me this time. And I listened to that, and that is something that we don't do. We don't choose us. We choose everybody else, but we never choose us. We listen to other people tell us, oh, you shouldn't quit your job and open up a business. You shouldn't leave that man you've been married to for 35, 40 years because, you've been married to him so long, you should just stay with him. And we listen to other people, and we let other people's fear become our fear. Because oftentimes, you won't make a move to do something different based on what other people think, feel, or telling you what to do. And so, I want to say to you all that if there is something that you want to do and you're fearful about it because you don't know what it's going to be like, or you don't know, the unknown, pray, and ask God to give you the answer as to what you should do. Not just about what you want to do, but what you should do. Pray. And sometimes you have to move in silence. Sometimes you have to move in secret. And what I mean by that is you have to stop sharing everything with your family, your friends, your co-workers. Some things are just between you and God. Some things is just between you and Him. You got to go to the Father and talk to Him and Him alone and say, God, this is what I desire. God, this is, because God already knows your heart's desire. So you got to go to the Father and say, I need you to give me the wisdom to make a change in my life that I want to make. I don't know how I want to do it, but I know that I want to do it. But I'm afraid to do it. And you have to speak those things, and you have to tell God your concerns, and you have to tell God your fears. But listening to other people sometimes can be the deterring factor of why you have not made a move in which you want to make. You know, it's nothing wrong with asking people for advice, but sometimes the only advice you need is from God himself. And he will send the right people in your life to tell you what it is that you need to know. Because we know that God uses people all the time. But some things don't need to be shared with everybody. Because some people don't want to see you do well in any capacity. They want you to be unhappy because they're unhappy. So you have to be careful about who you share your dreams, your aspirations, your thoughts with, because people will say, girl, I wouldn't do that. That's not a smart move. But you know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. And you know how you feel when you dealing with somebody, whether it be a man or a woman in a relationship. You know how unhappy you are. You know what's making you unhappy. You know. So sometimes you have to not talk to other people. Sometimes you can't tell people the moves that you make, and you just make them. You understand what I'm saying? Just make them. You know, when I decided to leave this other job and go to this job, a lot of people was like, you sure you want to do that? Because that job is seasonal. And you're going to get laid off. And if I was you, I don't know if I would do that. I mean, because you career service over here, and you got to wait to be, I heard all of these, things. People were in my ear saying this. But I had made up in my mind, and I was determined that I was done with that other job. Same thing when it was time for us to be laid off, and they offered for us to go back to the other department and work in. And I said no. I had a lot of people, in my ear saying things like, well, if I were you, I would go back. And because you're gonna miss out on your money, and you getting ready to get this, and you getting ready to get that, and blase, skippy, woo, 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 all this stuff that they were saying to me or whatever, And I had made up in my mind. I had made up in Sherelle's mind that I wasn't going back to that job. I left that job for a reason, because that job was too hard. It was getting to be too much for me. And people talked about me. They talked about me. They were saying all different kinds of stuff. A lot of stuff got back to me, what people said about me here at work or whatever. I didn't give a damn. Because that was going to be me out there doing that job. Nobody else but me. I didn't give a damn. And the interesting thing about people is that people will talk about you, and people will say this, that, and the other about you, or what you should do, but they're not the ones that's got to do it. You know what I'm saying? They're not the ones that's got to do it. So I had made up in my mind, and I'm the type of person, sometimes I do waver, and I do go back and forth, and I can be indecisive about certain, about things. But what I have learned is that when I have made up my mind about something that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't give a damn what somebody else say. I'm not going to do it. And that's the way you got to be. Man. You got to make up in your mind and say, I ain't doing this. Hold on, y'all. Park this car. So I have learned to make up my mind what I am and what I'm not going to do. once I made up my mind, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. And I mean that. Okay, nobody make me change my mind about doing something that I don't want to do. And so that's how you have to be about everything. You got to be like, no, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not doing that. You know. So don't let your fear, excuse me, don't let your fear overtake you making decisions for yourself, or making a certain move, or opening up a business, or, you know, getting in a relationship or whatever. You know, we got to step out on faith. You know, you have to step out on faith. You have to believe in your heart of hearts, that God is going to be with you through it all. You know, there's a song that we used to sing when we were kids called Through It All. Through it all, I learned to trust in Jesus. Through it all, I've learned to trust in God. And that's where you got to put your trust and your faith in. So if it's something that you want to do, if it's something that you've been thinking about doing and you haven't did it because of fear, let go of your fear and believe in your faith. That's my word for the day. Let go of your fear and believe in your faith. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you long. I'm gonna get in here and I've been had this ear. Something going on with my ear. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and punch in, and I'll come back on tomorrow and talk to you all. I said I was gonna do a video every day, a video of telling you all either a story or doing something inspirational. It's therapy for me, and maybe it'll help somebody else who's looking at my channel. I don't know. But in any event, I thank you guys so much again for stopping on by and watching another one. CC's Fashion is My Passion YouTube video. God bless you all. Have a great day. Bye.